that we just had on the House floor. We had 8 Republicans vote with the Democrats to send my articles of impeachment back to committee, where articles of impeachment go to die. They just voted, these 8 Republicans just voted with the Democrats to protect Secretary Alejandro Mayorkas from impeachment, which is absolutely unbelievable. You see, we all know the facts, we know the numbers, and we know how bad the invasion is at the border every single day. I serve on the Homeland Committee, and we've done hearing after hearing after hearing as we have reported and talked to eyewitnesses, interviewed people. We have found out how bad it is at the border, and yet we can't get Republicans to impeach Secretary Mayorkas. This is outrageous. Let's talk about this. We have 4 of these Republicans serve on the Judiciary Committee. Now, the Judiciary Committee is where my articles of impeachment on Secretary Mayorkas have been sitting and collecting dust for months and months and months now without movement. And so there's 4 of these 8 that voted to send it back to the Judiciary Committee, where it will once again collect dust and have no movement to impeach Secretary Mayorkas. This is unbelievable because everyone all over America knows how bad this guy is and that he is willfully breaking our laws and allowing the invasion to happen. Over 300 Americans are dying every single day, and 2 of my constituents were killed last week by a human smuggler trafficking illegal aliens in Texas. This cannot continue. Several of these, as a matter of fact, 3 of the 8 Republicans are from the state of California that gets invaded every single day. Can you? How do they vote against impeachment of Secretary Mayorkas? I can't understand it. So that's Bentz, Buck. Well, let's talk about Kim Buck. Kim Buck is retiring. So we know why he voted no. He's just voting revenge votes against anybody he doesn't like. Apparently, he doesn't like his state of Colorado very much, and he doesn't like the people that sent him here to do his job. But he serves on judiciary, and he's retiring, so he doesn't care what happens to Mayorkas. He simply doesn't care about anything. Duarte from the state of California, he also voted against our border bill earlier this year. I guess Duarte from California not only doesn't want to impeach Secretary Mayorkas, he doesn't want to even secure the border whatsoever. So he must actually support Joe Biden and Secretary Mayorkas's open border. Virginia Fox, I can't understand why she did this. She's the chair of the Ed and Workforce Committee. I can't understand why she would vote to refer this back to committee when everyone knows how bad Mayorkas is. Daryl Issa from California, judiciary member. There you go. Send them back to committee where they can sit there and do nothing. Tom McClintock, another California Judiciary Committee member, voted with the Dems to protect Secretary Mayorkas. Patrick McHenry, chair of Financial Services, voted with the Democrats to protect Secretary Mayorkas and send my articles of impeachment back to the Judiciary Committee, where they will collect more dust, along with all the other articles of impeachment that are collecting dust over there. And then we've got Mike Turner from Ohio, chair of Intel. You would think the chairman of the Intel Committee knows really how bad the dangers are at the southern border. I would think he'd be one of the first ones to vote for impeachment of Secretary Mayorkas, but unfortunately, he voted with the Democrats to protect Secretary Mayorkas. I don't know how we ever win, guys, if we can't get Republicans to stick together and hold people accountable and impeach someone that needs to be impeached. You know, Mayorkas has expected this coming for so long now. He hired an attorney a long time ago. I guess he's wasted his money with his attorney because we can't even vote to move it to be debated on the House floor to hold a vote. So the final total tonight was 209 Democrats to 201 Republicans, and Republicans supposedly hold the majority here in Congress. That's something you wouldn't necessarily know because we sure don't act like it. We sure do enable Joe Biden. We enable Mayorkas. We enable an open border. We enable an illegal invasion that's murdering Americans every single day. But we can't even move for a vote to impeach Secretary Mayorkas. This should be very frustrating to many people. I know it's frustrating to me. It's frustrating to everyone I talk to. And this type of lack of will, lack of courage, lack of, I don't even know what, they're lacking a lot to actually hold Secretary Mayorkas accountable and impeach him is shameful. It's absolutely shameful. So if we're sending articles of impeachment back to the Judiciary Committee, my question is when is the Judiciary Committee going to pick them up and actually work them through committee? And if we have people serving on Judiciary Committee that don't believe in impeachment, then why are they on this committee? What is the point of them being there? Because Secretary Alejandro Mayorkas should be impeached, and that should have been done. That should have been done at the very beginning of our Congress, because he started his job back in 2021, and we watched for 2 years, 2 whole years, while the Democrats had control. Nancy Pelosi was Speaker of the House. We watched Mayorkas for 2 years willfully allow an invasion in our southern border, where 300 Americans are dying every single day. And now we finally have control in the House, and we cannot move to impeach him. I think you guys know exactly what to do about this, and I'm sure you're just as upset as I am. And I'm sure you're just as outraged at why anybody, any Republican would vote with the Democrats to refer articles of impeachment back to committee where they go to die. They go to die and nothing happens to them. Please make sure that you call people and let them know. And I know you'll do that. Thanks so much, guys.